spooky nonsense tag. I really wanted to do this tag video after I saw it on Mary Moods and Makeup's channel. So this is a original tag created by Mary Moods and Makeup, and I really wanted to do this tag video for you guys because when I saw it, I was like, oh, that would be so much fun to do during the Halloween season, and obviously this is spooky week, so I kind of wanted to step away from the Halloween makeup for a little while and do like a normal tag video. So I, of course, will leave Mary's channel linked below. If you guys haven't subscribed to her, please go and check out her channel and subscribe to her and show her some love. She is super sweet, and I thought that this would be a really fun tag video to do. So there's about 14 questions in this video. I don't think it's going to take us too long to get through, so let's jump into it. So the first question is your favorite Halloween eyeshadow palette. Now, I don't really own any other Halloween palettes except for the ColourPop Hocus Pocus palettes. This is probably going to be in a couple of my answers because I literally did not own a Halloween palette until I picked up this palette a couple weeks ago. So this is my favorite Halloween palette because this is my only Halloween themed palette in my collection. So it is a 15 pan palette from ColourPop. It has some really beautiful reds, some pinks, some greens. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. That's why I wanted to do this video when I was wearing the palette. I took Hello Salem and a bit of On Toast in the crease, and then I used Night of Frolic in my crease more. And then I used Coven and I Call It a Bus on my outer corners. And then I put Yabos all over the lid. And then I smudged Bewitched on the bottom lash line. And then I used Wench on the inner corners. And that is my look today. And then I also used the gel liner from the collection, the red gel liner. As far as this palette goes, I really am liking it so far. I already have a dip in Hello Salem because that's the shade that I use every time I use this palette. It's just a really pretty fall color scheme. I think that they did a really good job of making it wearable, but also a little bit more out of your comfort zone. But it also has really great fall shades in here, like all of these shades with the shimmers and the coinciding mattes. I think that was a really great thing for them to do with this palette, so people wouldn't really guess what colors go together. It's literally right in front of you. So I really do appreciate that. So yeah, I really have been wearing this palette all month as since I got it. I've been wearing this palette pretty much every day, so I've been really liking it a lot. So the next question is, have you bought or do you buy a new Halloween palette each year? And no, that obviously I did answer that in the last question. This is my first Halloween palette to my collection, which is kind of crazy because I love Halloween. I mean, I think girls go a little bit more crazy over Halloween than guys do, but I think that Halloween is a pretty universal holiday that everyone really enjoys. So especially around my age or younger, or people that are a bit older and enjoy it. I mean, Halloween's just so much fun. But no, I don't buy Halloween palettes every year. Again, the Hocus Pocus palette was my first Halloween palette in my collection. I was like, I need to get on that because I was interested in some Halloween palettes last year, but I think the only one I really was interested in was the Blow and Smoke palette from ColourPop, but I ended up not getting that one either. And like I said, I really did hold off on a bunch of ColourPop releases this year, so that's why I wanted to pick up the Hocus Pocus one. So, okay, number 3. Have you bought or do you buy a Halloween palette just for the packaging? I mean, the packaging of this palette was pretty intriguing, and it did draw me in. I love the packaging on this. It's just so freaking cute, and the outer packaging is the same. It has the witch's cauldron on the front, and then it has the 3 witches inside. I love how they did this packaging. I love how it kind of looks like the spell book on the inside where the eyeshadows are, and then it has like this animated drawing of the 3 witches. So yeah, the packaging definitely did help me buy this and encourage me to buy this. Originally I was probably going to skip over it, but then I was like, you know what, I really want it because, again, I really wanted to add a Halloween palette to my collection. I mean, that's really the main reason. Okay, number 4, 2 colors you associate with Halloween, 2 fave colors. Now, I know most people are going to say orange and black, but honestly, those are the 2 shades that I relate Halloween to, but I never really wear those shades. I never wear them for makeup really. I never wear them like during Halloween season for makeup, season for makeup. So, yeah, I would probably say I would go with more like favorite fall colors, and I would say that would definitely be orange and red. Um, and I love like this dark, like foresty green kind of color. So those are really the shades that I stick to a lot, especially like darker reds and darker greens, like olive tone greens. I love those kind of shades for makeup. But of course, my two favorite colors that I associate with Halloween would definitely be orange and black because those are the Halloween shades. I mean, so I think most people would say that, but for me, I just would say that because they are the Halloween colors. But if I had to say what my favorite colors are to wear, my favorite colors for makeup, it would definitely be orange and red and greens. I love those kind of shades during this time of year. I also love fall makeup. I love dark vampy lips. So yeah. Okay. Number 5, do you like scary movies, series, shows, and novels? And the answer is no, I don't. It depends on how scary it's going to be. I am interested in watching like thrillers and scarier things as long as I can watch it without like hiding my face the entire time on how disgusting it is. Like, I could never sit through all of the Saw movies. I would be terrified and have nightmares for like the rest of my life. Not to say that I haven't sat down and watched a couple of horror movies, because I have. I think the first experience that I had with a horror movie was me and my sister back when we were like 16 or 17. We decided to watch The Ring together, and it creeped us out for like a week. My sister slept in my room for a straight week because we used to have bunk beds in my room, and she did not want to sleep by herself. And the same thing with me. I was like, "Can you sleep in my room tonight?" And she was like, "Yeah." So, so that haunted us for a while. And then the other scary movie that I saw was in college, because like most of my friends knew I don't love scary movies. So one time, I think it was right before Halloween, like, or maybe it was like sometime in October, we watched Nightmare on Elm Street. That movie creeped me the hell out too, because Freddy Krueger, I mean, that movie is twisted. I mean, not to say it's like that, gory as like some other horror movies, but it's just so creepy to think about because he haunts your dreams, and that haunted me for like a week or two. I was like afraid to go to sleep for like a week, and I was like, I hate that. So that was that movie. And then I have watched The Shining with my boyfriend, and I watched Alien with my boyfriend, and both of those movies terrified me. But I did love The Shining. The Shining is probably my favorite scary movie. It's so, so good. Like, Jack Nicholson is mind-blowing on how amazing he is, but the part where the lady's in the bathtub, that part is disgusting. But other than that, it is a watchable movie. Like, it's not like super gory or creepy. It's just like so chilling, like the way that he acts. It's just insane. And I was like totally mind fucked after the movie was over. And then Alien just creeped me out. Oh my God, I hated it. It was like so scary to me. And now my boyfriend is pushing me to watch Silence of the Lambs, and I'm just like being a baby about it. I'm like, I really don't want to watch it because I heard that Anthony Hopkins' performance is just so creepy that I'm just like, I don't know if I can really take it. But maybe on Halloween, maybe we'll watch that. But I'm not a huge like scary movie person. I'd much rather watch or scary shows or series or novels. Like, I don't read any scary novels. But I used to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark when I was younger, and Goosebumps. Like, those were my kind of thing. Like, those are the scariest things I'll watch. I've also watched all of Charmed. And I love Stranger Things. Like, Stranger Things is like the scary that I like. Like, that's the scariest I'll go when it comes to like scary TV shows. Like, I don't like American Horror Story. Like, even though I really want to watch Gaga in it, I just heard that it's really scary, so I don't think I can even watch it. But yeah, I'd much rather watch like Halloween movies like Disney Hocus Pocus or like Nightmare Before Christmas. I've also seen Sweeney Todd, and I think I saw Sleepy Hollow too, like once, and that like creeped me out. I can't remember if I did or not. I did see Secret Window though. speaking of Johnny Depp, because I keep on naming Johnny Depp movies, I've seen Edward Scissorhands, of course, and I've seen Secret Window, and Secret Window creeped me out, and Sweeney Todd creeped me out too. Those were both too scary for me. So, I mean, Secret Window wasn't as bad. I actually liked watching Secret Window, but Sweeney Todd was disgusting. Like, no. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Okay, number 6. If so, what are they your favorites? I basically did say what I would prefer over watching a scary movie. So that would be Nightmare Before Christmas. I've been watching a ton of Halloween movies this month, actually. I'm pretty proud of myself. I've watched Beetlejuice. I watched Paranorman. I watched Frankenweenie. I watched all 3 Hotel Transylvanias. And I watched Hocus Pocus, of course. And there wasn't Addams Family, of course. And I felt like there was one more. Beetlejuice. Did I say Beetlejuice yet? Maybe I did. But yeah, those are like the Halloween movies that I enjoy. So... And then, of course, Stranger Things. So, number 7, what are your favorite spooky Halloween creatures, monsters, ghosts, and goblins? I wouldn't really say I had a favorite because, again, I don't love scary stuff. So, maybe I would say my favorite type of creature, if you would like put them all together, I would say ghosts would be my favorite. Have always been fascinated with ghosts. I do believe that ghosts exist. But I'm not going to connect that until my last question. But yeah, I do believe that they exist. I don't love, thinking about it because sometimes it creeps me out. But yeah, I do believe in that kind of stuff. Creatures, I'm not sure. I don't really have a favorite. Monsters... I would say vampires are my favorite kind of monster, if you would say, or maybe they would be a creature. Goblins, I don't really have a favorite. I guess I would say the goblins in Harry Potter. Like, honestly, I'm not like a huge fan of that stuff, so I don't really have an answer for that, but I would say Casper the ghosts in Harry Potter, and that's really it. So... Okay, number 8. If you could be one, which one? Like, when you were a kid and thought, ooh, what would it be like to walk through walls, fly, disappear, etc.? I feel like this is more like a question of, like, what superpower you would want to be, but since it's one of the questions, obviously, I'm going to answer it. Mine was always to fly. I've always had so many dreams that I was flying, and I would believe that I could fly. I sound like R. Kelly, that he's really canceled, but he did have a song called If I Believe I Can Fly, and I really thought that I could fly in my dreams, and I would wake up and think that it was real. So and I still have that dream sometimes. So yeah, my biggest desire is to fly, and then another one would be to have super strength. I know they're both like really cliche, but those were always the 2 that I always like desired to have. So that would be my answer for that. And sometimes I would pretend I was invisible. Like, I used to pretend I was Alex Mack. I always had a desire to be Alex Mack. So, okay. Number 9, have you ever gone on a ghost or haunted tour? No, I haven't. I've been to a couple of haunted houses, but I hate haunted houses as well. I hate being scared. I absolutely hate it. I would love to go on a ghost tour though. Like, my friend Liz actually did invite me to a ghost tour back in like 2018 or 2019 or something. I think it was last year, but for some reason I couldn't make it that weekend. I think I told her that I was still going to make it for Halloween to see her, but I think it was like the week before that the ghost tour was going on and I had to work that week, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't go. But I really, really would love to go. Of course, with like a couple of people. I mean, a ghost tour, there's more than one person because it's like a bunch of people that are going through a ghost tour. So yeah, I would love to do that. And I really would like to do like investigations and stuff like that. So, number 10, a spooky place you would like to visit. Could be a city, town, place. I would really love to visit Salem. I still haven't been there yet. My friend actually did invite me to go this year. I'm actually surprised she's even going, to be honest. But, Halloween is her holiday. She's like, she loves Halloween, and also her sister's going, and her husband, and her daughter, and her sister's boyfriend's going. Like, a bunch of people are going, but I'm just very hesitant to go because of COVID. So I was like, no, I would love to go next year though, because it's like a Ren fair, and it's at Salem, Massachusetts, and it would be amazing to go. But that's probably the place I would want to visit the most, because I still haven't done it yet, but I would love to. But I actually live in a really haunted area. We actually live on, I think they named it the most haunted road in New York, or possibly even America. I think it was New York though, which is still a pretty big deal. And it's called Sweet Hollow Road. And I will leave a link below of, people trying to investigate the road and everything like that, because there are so many rumors here of so many tragedies that happened back in the day. Like, we have this overpass on the road, and if you sit at the overpass, your car actually rolls backwards, but it has to do with like the level of the way that the road is leveled, because it is a flat road that there's no hill, but you can still roll backwards with the way that you put your car into gear. But it's been proven that it's just, the way that the road is inclined or whatever. But it's also rumored that people have seen people like kill themselves in underneath that overpass. They also said that there was a bus that flew off the overpass and crashed into a tree, and you could still hear the voices of the children. And then there's also a rumor that a madman can be heard like screaming down the street. And there's also a graveyard next to that overpass, like right after it. There's a graveyard there. So it's pretty creepy. Me and my friends really wanted to do like an investigation in the graveyard there. So maybe we'll be able to do it someday, but I would love to do that. But as I've been here, I've never experienced anything. It's so weird because, I've heard stories before, but I've never experienced it myself. And then also, on the other side of my street, there's another really haunted road, like right up the road. Like when you turn onto the other street up Run My Road ends, there's another haunted road there. So there's a haunted road here, and there's a haunted road up there, and it's called Mount Misery Road, and it's actually rumored to be really haunted as well. So we live in a really haunted area. The only one that's not haunted is my road. It's like in between. So it's a little bit crazy. Okay. Number 11, would you participate in a paranormal investigation if invited? Yes, I would, but I would have to have like somebody with me at all times. Like, I could not do like those challenges where they're like sit in a room for or sleep overnight in a haunted place by yourself. I'd be like, hell no. I don't care how much you pay me. I am not doing it. Like, I don't care if you pay me $1 million. I hate that kind of stuff. I was like, I would have to have somebody with me at least. If there was somebody with me, maybe, but I would still be terrified. Like, I hate that kind of stuff. So, but I would love to do the investigations. If I like went with a ghost hunter team, I would love to go. As long as I was with a team, I'd be totally down. So, number 12. What is your favorite genre of Halloween costumes? Funny, scary, cute, or horror? I would definitely say cute, because I've been pretty much like a Disney princess almost every year since I started doing Halloween with my best friend. I pretty much have been a Disney princess. I've been Aurora. I've been Belle. I've been a witch. I've been a fairy once, and I'm trying to remember what the other one was. And then I was Aurora and Belle again. So those were pretty much my costumes for the past 5 years. And then before I started doing Disney princesses, I was Gaga like 3 years in a row. Because that was back when I was like obsessed with her. Like, not that I'm not still obsessed with her, but that was back when, that I like loved her. And I still have those costumes. So I would say cute. I don't really do funny, horror, or scary. I mean, I've been doing horror, like, more gory looks on my channel, which has been so much fun. But like I hate like watching any gore, but it is fun doing those kind of makeup looks. Okay, number 13, your all-time favorite. It wouldn't be Halloween without this treat. I feel like that's a hard question. So let me just tell you a little bit of history when we used to go trick-or-treating. My mom did not let us have regular candy. She didn't want it to be damaging our teeth. So basically, me and my sister and my brother grew up on chocolate candy bars like Kit Kats, Hershey's, Crunch Bars, Mr. Goodbar, Crackle, you name it. Those were the only types of candies we were allowed. She would allow us, I think, one piece of a like Laffy Taffy or Dum Dums. I think it used to be a Dum Dum that she used to let us keep. Or she would let us have Tootsie Roll Pops. Those were usually the only ones. And then everything else we would have to throw out. Or I think we gave to like another family maybe. I don't know. She might have just straight up thrown them out though, which is such a waste. But for me, my definite favorites would be Reese's and Kit Kats. Like, they have always been my favorite chocolate bars. I absolutely love them. So they are my favorite chocolate bars. I would say for regular candy, Warheads are definitely up there. I love Warheads. And the Sour Patch Watermelon. Me and my sister used to be obsessed with those, but the strawberry ones are amazing. But I would say it wouldn't be Halloween without Reese's Pieces or Kit Kats. Definitely top two. But those are definitely like my other favorite candies. I also love Jolly Ranchers, and I love the Fun Dip. Oh my god, Fun Dip is so good. Like any of the Wonka candies are so, so good. So yeah, I would say those ones. And then I love Starburst too. So that is it for the 13 questions. It's so cute that she made it 13 questions. And then the last question, which is a bonus question, it says, have you ever seen or experienced anything paranormal yourself? And this kind of connects to what I was saying before, is no, I have never experienced anything paranormal. I'm kind of jealous, honestly, because I always hear Mary Moods and Makeup saying like how connected she is to like, you know, having paranormal experiences. Like she says that she has them a lot. And the same thing with my best friend. She does have a lot of experiences that she's like seen her mom's ghost before. And for some reason, every time that I'm driving on that haunted road that I told you guys about, she's the only one that experiences anything paranormal. Like one time, we think we actually saw a ghost car behind us and then it like disappeared, and I didn't even really notice it, but she did. Like I didn't really notice that the car had disappeared or the car that was there. I think that she was the only one that could see it, and I think that was super creepy. And then she also said that when she was driving home one time after dropping me off, when she used to live here, she told me that her brights wouldn't go on the entire time once while she was driving on that road. And I was like, well, and she was like, they wouldn't go on. And I was like, that is so crazy, because I don't really drive down that road too often. It's not so much because, you know, it's haunted or whatever. It's because I'm always stuck behind a slow driver when I'm on that road driving, either going to my boyfriend's house or coming back home. So I usually avoid that road and go down another way that has 2 lanes, because when I go back down that road at night and I'm stuck behind a slow person, it like drives me insane. So I wish that I could. Maybe the only time I would is if I went on like a ghost tour or like participated in a paranormal investigation. Maybe I'm not as sensitive as they are. I really don't feel like I am, because again, I've never experienced anything paranormal. So, but yeah, I don't really put myself in those situations too often at all. So yeah, and then like Liz told me once that she also saw something on her car cam, because a lot of people say that they see like, you know, fog or like a shadow or something. And she was like, it's unexplainable. I don't know what it is. And I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. So yeah, I wish that I could have a little bit more sensitivity, but I don't. So yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. That is the whole Halloween tag. If you guys would like to do the tag yourself, I will leave the tag video and Mary's channel in the description box below, and you guys can do the tag yourselves. I don't know if it would be fun to add a bonus question myself. I felt like I was going to ask another one, but I can't remember what it is. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Oh, what are you guys doing for Halloween this year? I think that's what I'm going to ask. Since it's a little bit harder to actually really do anything for it, I'm not doing anything for it, which really, really sucks. I'm actually working on Halloween. It's actually the one day I'm scheduled to work. I'm not even scheduled to work again until Saturday. Like, I'm off for the next 3 days after this. I was off yesterday and today too. So yeah, I just want to know, what are you guys doing for Halloween this year? And I guess I will tag maybe 3 people to do this tag. I'm going to tag Allie Brienne. Want to see if she's going to do this tag. I'm not sure if she's going to have time to do it, but I'm still going to tag her. I'm going to tag Debbie. Again, I don't think she's going to have time to do this. And I think that Mary had possibly tagged her in hers, but I'm still going to tag her anyway, just to annoy her. And then we'll do one more person. I'm going to tag Kimberly L. I would love to see you do this tag as well. So yeah, that is pretty much it, you guys. I don't know if Kim's gonna have time to do it either, but no pressure. If you guys even watch this video, thank you. And if you guys see that you're tagged, please feel free to do the tag whenever you can. No pressure. So yeah, I love you guys. Please stay safe this Halloween. Seriously, it's going to be a very tempting time to do, you know, things that really aren't necessarily safe right now. So just be careful. I mean, you live your own life whatever way you want to. I'm just cautioning you guys because I do care about you guys a lot. So just be careful. So I love you guys. Please like, subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. Please follow me on my Instagram at CPW819. And I wish you guys a happy and safe Halloween. Bye, guys. Oh, one more question. What is your favorite Halloween tradition? I love carving jack-o'-lanterns and watching, like, Halloween movies. That's, like, my favorite thing to do. And also, what me and my best friend would do every year is we would go out to karaoke and wear our costumes, and they would have, like, a costume contest on who had the best female costume and who had the best male costume. But then we would usually throw a Halloween party as well at her house and, like, pregame at her house. So that's what we would do. Because Halloween is, like, me and my best friend's holiday. But since I can't do that this year, like, is your tradition, like, changing? Like, so it connects to what are your plans for Halloween. So, yeah, that's it, you guys. Bye.